out of this. Like, she did fucking well out of this like dumb girl image. But didn't she sign up with Max Clifford?
Yeah, and she was on every reality show. She was on like Wife Swap.
She did Back to Reality.
She had her own. What was it? What was her Jade's own reality show with Jeff and not Jeff? Yeah, it was.
Did they have
Jeff.
a fly on the wall? Was it Channel 5?
Yeah. I can't remember what that was called.
I don't think I saw it.
Yeah, she had everything. She had so many things going on.
But we were trying to work out what was the reason that she was vilified, right?
I still don't get it.
Oh, hang on a minute. Actually, this is quite interesting. Apparently, there have been more than 8,000 newspaper articles written about Jade. I would have thought even more than that, to be quite honest.
Me too.
But apparently, let's see, hate figure. The first scoop, Goody's tough childhood was laid bare within days of her entering the house. Sunday Mirror uncovered the difficulties of her upbringing, with her father in prison for drugs-related offences. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, and there was domestic violence and all sorts of things.
He left the family home when she was a toddler, and she was raised by her disabled mother, Jackie.
She was a lesbian.
Oh, yeah, she is now. And as she confessed to her Big Brother housemates, she received a caution for shoplifting while a teenager. The paper made her favourite to be evicted first, probably expecting her to slip into oblivion. Now, it goes on to her being a hate figure, and it's got a picture from The Sun from the 3rd of July 2002, and it says "Vote out the pig" with a picture of Jade yawning.
That's disgusting.
They choose the worst picture possible.
Why though?
So
why?
Here we go.
What had she done?
The worst thing is, this came from one fucking piece of shit columnist, and I know exactly who he is. Dominic Mohan.
Oh yeah, I recognise the name. Yeah. Oh, hold on. He used to do a game, TV show about computer games.
Did he?
Yeah.
Not Dominic Diamond.
Oh.
He's a kind of talking head person that you see on this fucking stupid show.
I'm getting confused. Sorry.
Right, the Sun newspaper.
No, not 2.5 bottles of wine. 1.5 bottles of wine.
Led the condemnation of Goody for her behaviour in the Big Brother house.
For doing what?
The paper's showbiz page. Entitled Bizarre and written by influential columnist Dominic Mohan, mobilised the campaign for the public to vote her out of the house for bitchiness and backstabbing. In a very personal attack, he focused on her figure and distinctive features, and he didn't mince his words.
Racist.
This is the quote.
Because she's half
racist. It is racist because her dad was black.
Yeah.
This is why she has these features.
Racist.
That is fucking outrageous. He said, "The pig with the biggest mouth on TV has finally been nominated for eviction, and now you have the power to roast her." He added, "She doesn't deserve to win the £70,000 prize, and you can help stop her getting her trotters on it."
But she will get $1 million later on.
Yeah, exactly. Elsewhere in the newspaper, she was called a hippo and a baboon. Fucking hell.
Bad, isn't it?
But the public kept her in the house, and the Sun swallowed its pride and became the biggest supporter. Her biggest supporter.
But still, why? Because she looks fat. So
well,
what?
Why did it happen?
Yeah.
Only because you didn't like the look of her.
She's bitchy and she's fat. Fuck off.
Just an easy target and trying to
That's ridiculous.
sell papers. But, I'm glad that campaign failed.
So am I.
Well, fuck you.
If you hated Jade...
The worst thing is, imagine how much profit the Sun has made out of Jade Goody stories.
If you hated Jade when she come back for Celebrity Big Brother, fine, I did too. But to hate her in the first series, she didn't do anything. She was just a dumb girl.
Exactly.
And she gave PJ a blowjob. So what?
No. So now it says the tide turns. Goody's crossover from tabloid fodder to mainstream phenomenon was underlined by an article in The Guardian's G2 section, which questioned why she'd become such a hate figure. The paper criticised the language being used against her.
Good.
Fat rolled. Michelin girl. Shit, this is words that were used about her. Fat rolled Michelin girl, vile fish wife, oinker, and foul-mouthed ex-shoplifter. It detected a snobbery and a hint of racism in that Goody's unusual looks could be due to her being mixed race. Of course they were.
She didn't look unusual anyway.
No, but
What?
I don't think anyone that looked like Jade had maybe been on the TV and been that famous before. Which I don't think is a bad thing at all.
No.
But
she didn't look unusual though. She just looks... I don't know.
She doesn't. No, I wouldn't say she looks unusual, like she's like a freak or anything.
No.
But maybe she's unusual for media attention. The blow to Goody's detractors marked a turn of the tide in her treatment. No paper likes to be proved wrong or out of step with public opinion. So the longer she remained in the Big Brother house, the more it became clear that the tabloid attempts to derail her would fail. They changed their tune. she made the final and even received backing from actor Johnny Depp.
No way.
Yeah, and that's from Graham Norton's show, I think.
Wife beater Johnny Depp.
First £1 million. This is actually a good article. I'm just going to keep reading it.
No, go on.
Despite coming fourth in Big Brother, it was Goody who earned the most money and soon became the first reality show millionaire. In the years that followed, her fortune swelled to an estimated £8 million, thanks to a fitness video.
Oh,
yeah, an autobiography, a cookbook.
I don't remember that.
Me neither. And DVD, a magazine column. What is that? It says a cookbook and DVD in the same thing. So she had a cooking DVD.
Okay.
I don't know about that. I'm going to look for that on eBay.
Talk to Terry Christian about that one.
Terry Christian,
yeah,
why?
He wanted a cookery show with cooking.
A magazine column and countless appearances in showbiz and gossip pages. Becoming a mum. Do you want to talk any more about those deals? No. Becoming a mum, Goody's appeal showed no sign of abating, and a year after leaving the house, the birth of her first son, Bobby Brazier, made the newspapers.
Her kids are cute, actually.
So she got together with Jeff Brazier, who was famous from Shipwrecked, didn't she?
Oh, was he off Shipwrecked?
Yeah,
I
he
never
came
knew
from
that.
Shipwrecked. And they were a really cute couple,
He actually seems like a nice guy. When
he is nice.
When they were on Wives Talk, they were quite funny. And
they went together well, I think.
But do you know what annoys me? The way everyone's like, oh, he's such a saint for bringing his kids up. It's like, they're his fucking kids.
He has to.
Just because he's
He's not going to leave with Jack Tweed.
No, fuck no.
Exactly.
And Jade specifically said not to, I think. And
Did she?
She didn't leave Jack Tweed a fucking penny.
Good.
But
he was a fucking opportunistic piece of shit.
He's disgusting. He's hot though. But
get
I know.
out of here.
I fancy him. I know. But Jeff Brazier gets treated like he's a fucking like saint. It's like, those were your kids. Their mum died. Of course you're going to bring them up. I should fucking hope so. What else are you going to do? You ain't going to leave fucking Jackie to bring them up, are you? He had to bring them up.
A piece of shit might,
and
but
he
no.
seems like a great dad.
Yeah.
But let's not.
He falls in the Peter Andre bracket.
Exactly.
For me.
Let's not eulogise him. Like, great, he's bringing his kids up. She was bringing them up before.
Rightly so. Yeah,
she was bringing them up before. But he does seem like a good dad, and they seem like nice kids.
One claimed the baby was named after the reality show that had made Goody famous, Bobby Brazier. What? BB, Big Brother.
Oh yeah, Big B.
Big B.
Yeah.
Her father, Andy, was unable to see his new grandson because he was behind bars. Not the poor side or rich side bars, the actual bars. But he told the press she would make a great mother. How did the press get to him then?
I think she was a good mum, to be honest.
Here's one. Do you remember this? Marathon claps.
Oh, yeah.
She tried to run the marathon.
Oh, yeah, but she didn't do any training.
After jogging 8 miles and walking another 10 of the London Marathon, Goody passed out in the street and spent the night in hospital. The Sun devoted a front page and double page inside to the news, showing she still had the profile to shift papers. She admitted afterwards she had done very little training and she didn't really understand miles. The following month, she published her autobiography and her own range of perfume called Shh, Jade Goody.
God.
Hit the shelves and sold very well. Hang on, I seem to remember the documentary where she was making that perfume and she went and chose all the little bits that go into
that
it.
Too, yeah.
Fuck, I did watch it.
I've got a couple of blogs that might be of interest.
God, I thought you were going to say you got a bottle of shush. How much do you think a bottle of shush is worth now?
God, it would have gone
99p.
putrid by now.
Talking about that autobiography, I got that book.
Of course
I did.
Yeah.
I didn't read it, but I went to a sign-in.
Oh, did you? Did you meet her?
I met Jade in Leeds.
Oh my God.
Leeds City Centre, WH Smith's.
What's she like?
And lovely. I was obviously like a dorky little student. I was so starstruck. It's like, Jade Goody was there. I couldn't believe it. And I asked her, Jade, can you write in here, is East Anglia abroad? Because I come from East Anglia.
Yeah.
East Anglia. And she was like, I also made a sign. I had a Big Brother keyring, but it was Big Brother 5 keyring. So this is quite a long time after.
Yeah.
I made her sign the back of my keyring.
Yeah.
And she was like, you ain't going to put that on eBay, are you? I was like, no, of course I'm not going to.
Still got it?
Still got it, but her signature rubbed off of it. You can I mean, if I can make out that it was there. But I've still got the autobiography somewhere.
What was she like? Was she nice?
Yeah, she was really nice. Really up for like talking to the fans and having a photo. Yeah, she was loving it.
That's funny.
Okay, now we're already onto the race row. Goody's decision to go back into the Big Brother house for a celebrity edition was one she probably regretted.
No shit.
Because she ended up being accused of the racist bullying of Bollywood actress Shilpa Shetty. Others in the house may have been guilty of worse language. No, definitely, for sure.
They were, yeah.
Directed at Shetty.
Jade was the ringleader, I'm afraid.
But no, she weren't.
She was.
But Goody, who referred to her as Shilpa Poppadom, became the figurehead for the outpouring of disgust. So there's a picture here from the Daily Mirror front page, and it says "Beauty versus Bigot."
That's not very catchy.
Obviously, Shilpa's the beauty. Jade up against Shilpa for eviction. Danielle, Shilpa should fuck off home. 20,000 protests, but Channel 4 denies racism.
And then Gordon Brown had to talk about it, like in India and shit. There was like
in Parliament and shit.
People were burning effigies.
Prime Minister commented on it, didn't he?
Yeah, people were burning effigies of Jade in India, which is why she ended up going on Big Brother India, where she
which
got
was hosted by Shilpa.
Where she got diagnosed, was it?
Yeah.
Where she got diagnosed with cancer. It's like a weird.
It's so weird.
It's like almost like a fairy tale, isn't
You fucking
it?
couldn't write this shit.
It's mad.
There were questions in the House of Commons. Angry scenes in Delhi.
Yeah.
And calls for the head of Channel 4 to resign. Analysts reflected on what the episode said about modern Britain and why there was a national tendency to celebrate ignorance. We have a national tendency to celebrate ignorance?
No, we do not. It was a national embarrassment, that whole thing. It was absolutely shameful, and I felt sick to my stomach watching that.
The thing is, like, we're never going to get to this, like in the BB Blast from the Past series. It will take us a long time to get there. It'll be a way down,
so we can touch on it briefly. But it was so disgusting watching that on live feeds, because there were still live feeds then. And that was the same year I started blogging, and I write blogs on blogs about the live feeds and everything that happened and how disgusted I was. And I used to watch it and I used to just feel like rage building in me, and I was so appalled.
I bet you've made some really good blogs out of that. There must be some good content. Is that still on?
Check back on Exertainment.
Is it on Exertainment?
Yeah, it's on Exertainment. That's when I first started blogging, because I was so angry about what was happening. And
so this story was a catalyst to make you start blogging.
Yeah, and I felt so disgusted with the way Shilpa was treated. And Shilpa wasn't even that great a person.
She wasn't.
But she was a nice person, but she was just bland. But the way she was treated was so disgusting. And if she hadn't won that series,
it would have been
spoiler
wrong
alert,
for her not to win.
We would have been like global embarrassment.
Yeah.
The fact that she won and she realised that not everyone in the country was like that, because that was her introduction to the country, that she was treated like that. It was absolutely disgusting, and it just made me feel sick. It was just so embarrassing. And every time there's some visitors to the country who comes in the Big Brother house and gets racially abused, which happens quite often, it's so embarrassing. It's like, seriously, we're not like that.
Half of the course, the UK. Are you willing to put with some racism? Okay, come on in.
It's so embarrassing. And also the people who sat by and let that happen, lest we forget, absolutely disgusting. Fucking Jermaine and fucking that cunt off the A-team and fucking
Jermaine was very supportive of Shilpa, though. At the time,
they did nothing. He was supportive. He was friends with her, but he never once stuck up for her. He was a fencer. Him, thing off A-team, and H and Steps.
I think
fence sitters. It's worse to sit back. Rula Lenska, also not Rula Lenska. Who was that?
Wrong series.
Who was that other fucking person?
Yeah, that woman. I know who
was it?
I can't think.
They were just sat back. They did nothing.
That old actress woman.
They sat back and said and did nothing, and that was
she
worse.
should have said something.
It was
worse.
Worse.
I think the Americans, they were in a more difficult position because they were almost scared of the might of Jade, because all the British people in the house, when they came in, were like, oh my god, this is Jade Goody, she's the biggest star to ever come out for the show.
And she came in with her mum and her boyfriend, so they must have thought she was some big deal.
So I think if anyone was going to step up and put them in their place, it was the Brits that should have done so.
Yeah.
Because they'd already said to the Americans, like, oh my god, this is like, she's a legend of Big Brother. So for them, they have to be a bit cautious.
And let's not, if we are going down this road, let's not forget Joe O'Meara and Danielle Lloyd, who were in Jade's gang and also bullied and racially abused Shilpa Shetty. I'm sorry, I'm drunk. And and basically ganged up against her, rounded on her. And now Danielle Lloyd's in the papers and getting a magazine deal every week.
I hate it.
And everyone thinks she's a nice person. She's not. She's a rotten person still. And when she fell over in that table and nearly cut herself open, I was happy.
When was that?
Few years ago, someone punched her in a nightclub and she nearly cut her side open and bled to death. And then I posted a picture of it on my Facebook and said, ha ha.
What goes around comes around.
Yeah, because she embarrassed the country, and I don't have any pride in my country whatsoever, but I don't want the whole world to think we're fucking racist because it's embarrassing. They already think that when British people go on holiday.